Davis with RHSTV doing another training tutorial, and this is a video that one of my students has put together, and I'm going to go through here and do what we call critical friends, where we tell them what we like and wonder, and then we kind of try to come up with next steps.
The RHS choir practiced for this weekend's all-region competition during their choir fall concert.
Okay, just a little stuff. I don't really want these transitions here because we don't need transitions between title slides and clips. This one I'm going to turn down a little bit. Looks like it's a little loud. Alright, let's go back to there.
The RHS choir practiced for this weekend's all-region.
Maybe it does need to come up just a tad here.
Choir practice.
I like mine to be about -6. The other thing here is I do like the fact I like that he changed the thing to say RHS choir performance. We put a subject, verb, and an object in here, but I'm going to change this to choirs perform. Oh, hang on, because it was actually more than one choir, so it shouldn't be. And when he went in here and changed this, he probably didn't know this, but our style is, I'm going to change it to our style, which is center, just to make it more consistent with the other videos. And if you want to redo it, you just pull that in there and it just changes the style, and you don't have to like retype anything. So might make it a little smaller, which I'll go ahead and make it bigger where he had it. Alright.
The RHS choir practice for.
Okay, I'm going to take this too and move it down a little bit. This, you got to be clipped on the little you got to be clipped on the box where it'll let you grab it. I don't know. There we go. And then instead of saying the fall concert, we'll call it the 2017 fall concert. Okay, so
the RHS choir practiced for this weekend's all-region competition during their choir fall.
Down the okay.
The RHS choir practiced for this weekend's all-region competition during their choir fall.
I'm not sure what happened to my audio there. Let me go back here and look. Let's play this voiceover again.
The RHS choir practiced for this weekend all-region.
Alright, let's.
The RHS choir practiced for this weekend's all-region competition during their choir fall concert.
Alright, I'm going to take that last little part out and then just
The RHS choir practiced for this weekend's all-region competition during their choir fall concert.
alright, I'll go ahead and leave that. And then I'm going to take this and get rid of that, because I don't know what happened to the end of that. It looks like we lost it. I'm going to drag that down here. And I'm going to make this. Okay, I've got some bad background noise, so I'm going to go close the door. And if you see here, I've got There we go. I got my clipping on that makes that easier. Alright, let's play it through. I'm going to go ahead and cut it to right there because make it a little bit shorter.
Just overall, I was so...
Okay, now one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go here and check the title safe zones because I don't think he did that. Go to viewer display, show title action safe zones, and see how that's right on the edge. We're going to be putting this on TV, so I'm going to click on the box and I'm going to go here and drag that up just a little bit just to make sure it doesn't fall off. There we go. It's been a little... There we go. It's not quite wanting to let me grab it. There we go. And if you see here, he's got this B-roll.
Game to the concert tonight. I absolutely think it went its best.
He's got that over that jump cut, which is good.
Just overall, I was so...
Okay, that looks good. I've already listened to this earlier, so I'm going to...
Did exactly what they were supposed to. Everyone was flexible and made it work. It was great.
Even for the disorganization, it would...
Okay, this one's a little bit out of third, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to right-click it and transform it and try to make it a little bit closer. And he's got one eye and an ear instead of two eyes and an ear, but I can't really fix that. So we're going to try to get him at least as close into a third as we can without making it just look giant. Okay, we're going to go a little bit more. And that's still probably a little bit bigger than I want him, but the way I was taught is 2 eyes and an ear. And we got an eye and a half and an ear. So, and then we like Justin Runyon's here, but we want to go ahead and make sure we got him over here on the opposite side of his. I usually don't put it on top of him unless there's a real problem with contrast over here. And if we're going to call him the Debonair President, I don't mind calling him that, but let's call him the Debonair Choir President. Alright, so now let's go to this next one here. Well, this is just little picky stuff, but it makes a difference, okay?
Went all together. So even for our new...
And I'm going to make sure that, yeah, that doesn't overlap that title slide there. I mean the name plate.
Still went all together. So even for our new people, they really got to experience what it would be like being in this choir.
I think our freshmen are always really good because it's great to see them improve, and they're already starting so good.
Okay, same thing with Lindsay here. We wanted to put the interview in here, but we got her way in the middle of the frame, so we're going to try to cheat and resize and move it. I don't like doing this, but it beats having it way out of third. And so same thing there. We got one eye and an ear. I can't fix that here with title slide. I mean with reframing, but I'm going to get it a little better. There we go. And that is white on white, but we do have the black edges. This earlier said FX Choir. I changed it to FX Show Choir because it's not the FX Choir, it's the FX Show Choir. So you need to be sure you're really picky and get the names exactly right. And even with title safe zone, see, that's going to have her face in there. And I'm going to check the beginning of this. I think
our freshmen are all...
I'm going to move her title slide to here, and then this little choir clip here at the end, and that way we don't have a jump cut. And I'm going to move this over here so we go from interview.
For our new people, they really got to experience what it would be like being in this choir.
I think our freshmen are always really good because it's great to see them improve, and they're already starting so good this year.
I thought it was on,
Okay, same thing with Micah. We're out of third. We're out of thirds. We actually almost have two eyes on this guy, but and obviously they just went and interviewed their buddies. They didn't interview, I don't think, the seniors or the stars of the choir. Maybe they did, but I wanted the soloists and not just the friends of the ones doing the interviews. And you got to be real careful about that. I mean, I'm sure these are great choir members, but I want the senior leadership, maybe someone that the director says we should do, not just your buddies that you know. So
I thought it was.
they look like they're way too young to be the seniors. They may be, but that's my guess. All right, so let's go here. Instead of saying FX/Deb, I'm just going to call him RHS choir member. That's a little more generic and a little bit less confusing because you can't assume people are going to know what those little FX/Deb means. That's a little hard to read. Let's go ahead and do it full screen and see how it looks. Because I don't. You typically want the name on the other side of the person. So let's try that full screen. See what that looks like.
I think we did a really good job for not having very.
Okay, I think.
Thought it was on. I think we did a really good job for not having very much time to like rehearse on a couple of the songs. But other than that, I think we did really good.
Oh, the choir concert, man! I feel like everyone had a good time. We all had like a lot of laughs. Everyone knew their part. Everyone knew where they were supposed to go.
All right, this guy, he's probably a great kid. He's kind of moving around a little bit. I'm going to cut him out, and I'm going to move this over here to the end. And then give you the B-roll here, and then a little bit of the outro, and then we'll go back to the concert.
All the songs, but other than that, I think we did really good.
Let's get me something else to go with this. Let's give me these young kids here. And we'll take this little dab here. The Spencer playing his cello. And Spencer's a really good cello player, but this isn't the orchestra, so he's just one of the soloists. So I'm going to detach his audio. And I'm going to drag it over here. And then we're going to get the kids sitting there kind of chilling out ahead of time, and then we're going to use I'm going to hit escape to make this smaller because I've got a trailer here. I always like putting something at the end that kind of advertises the TV station or the YouTube channel, and then I'm just going to go there and split that clip, blade clip it, and then delete that. And so that gets me down a little bit less than a minute and a half. And
Really good.
okay, if you go look at these interviews, you got to look at the wavelengths, but they don't look like they're quite loud enough.
Organization, it was a very relaxed.
Okay, that's
concert.
good.
Things still
Let's
went
try
on.
this one.
Are always really good because it's great to see them improve and they're.
I think we did a really good job for not. I think we did really good.
I don't know if I want the kid with his feet up on the chair. That looks kind of sloppy there. Let's try this clip here and see if we like it a bit better. Let's do Jolene. Let's go ahead and delete Spencer's clip there. We'll go ahead and detach that just because this is choir and I don't want to get mixed up with orchestra. We've got him in another video. Alright, we're going to move this out. And I'm going to delete that. And then we'll drag us, give us a little bit more Jolene. And then we'll try to get us a good ending here. Okay, let's make it right at 1:30. And my man, and then we'll just quit right on man, and then just kind of have a fade out and close it out and see if we like that. We do that little last little. There we go. I think that'll be pretty good. We put it like right there. Alright, so he did a pretty good job. Just a little cleanup. Cut one interview. That way you got a little taste of the concert at the beginning and a little taste at the end. Let's go back through it. Okay, that I gotta boost the audio again. I didn't have that.
The RHS choir practiced for this weekend's all-region competition during their choir fall concert.
That comes in kind of loud, so I'm going to kind of taper that there. All right.
Just overall, I was so pleased with how well everyone performed and that all of the students really stepped it up and brought their A game to the concert tonight. I absolutely think it went as best as possible. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome this evening. Everyone did exactly what they were supposed to. Everyone was flexible and made it work. It was great.
Even for the disorganization, it was a very relaxed concert thing. Still went all together. So even for our new people, they really got to.
Alright, let's see if.
For the disorganization, it was.
Alright, we're going to keep this guy out of trouble here. This is kind of soft news, but we're going to go ahead and bring this in here and say, let's try this.
It's a very relaxed concert thing.
Yeah, we're going to take out the disorganization. That doesn't add a whole lot to it except negativity, and it'll probably get him in a world of trouble. And it may have been taken a little bit out of context. We don't explain if it was disorganized what that meant, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Let's just try it right there. This is hard to cut it in the middle of a sentence like this. Let's see what it does here.
Was a very relaxed.
It was a very relaxed concert. That's probably a little better place to do it here. Let's try this.
It was a very relaxed concert. Things still went all together. So even for our new people, they really got to experience what it would be like being in this choir.
I think our freshmen are always really good because it's great to see them improve, and they're already starting so good this year.
I thought it was on. I think we did a really good job for not having very much time to like rehearse. on a couple of the songs, but other than that, I think we did really good.
All right, that's a pretty good little package there. Good job by Daniel editing or putting this together. It was his first package, so nothing major I had to fix.
The RHS
Just a little tweaking here. So now, once you're done, just hit export. And like I said, this is I don't know if I said this. This is an older version of Final Cut Pro than the newest version. And so I'm going to go ahead and edit this, and then I'm going to update this computer to be on the new one. So we're going to say this: RHS choirs performs fall 2017 fall concert, and then I always like to use the text from that and go down here. And then if I don't just say the RHS on here, I put the Rogers, and then I don't know who's going to watch the video. They may be in another state, so let's put what state it's from. Rogers High School choirs perform the 2017 fall concert in preparation of upcoming all region tryouts. Because the all region tryouts are this weekend. So, alright, so we'll go ahead and capitalize all region tryouts, because I think that's like the name of it. So, all regional, we'll just call them all region. There we go. Alright, let's check the settings. I never use faster encode. I always do better quality. I don't know what difference it makes, but I did. It seems like it should make a difference. So we'll do next. And we'll go ahead and export this to the file that I'm going to use tomorrow to put this on the show. And, oh, that's the wrong one. Alright, let me stick it. We'll go ahead and export this to for show, and that way it'll already be ready tomorrow when it's time to do the show. And this here is where it shows you how long it takes. It'd probably take 10 minutes or so to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the video. Thanks for watching. The things I always try to have my kids do that they always forget to do is always do title slides. Check your audio, make sure it's consistent. Try to always avoid anything that would look like a jump cut. If you're not in good job on the framing of the rule of thirds, go ahead and fix that best you can. You can't fix one eye and an ear, but if you got multiple interviews, don't ever feel like you have to use every interview, because you don't need them all. I always try to keep it between 1 and 2 minutes. And the other thing I've started doing is putting a outro with audio on it, and that helps us a couple ways. When we do our TV show, that gives us a second or two to switch back to the anchor, and gives us a little leeway there so we don't end up with dead time. And that's pretty short there. I could have gone a little bit longer on that. Oh, we talked about critical friends. I liked most of the stuff about this video. I just wonder if we could have done a little better. So I always have them submit it to a friend to give them feedback. The first step would have been, let's fix the title slide and clean up the interviews a little bit and straighten them out. Move the nameplates where they're a little bit on the other side of the person, and just a little bit of cleanup stuff. Nothing major. It was a good job. All right. Thanks for watching. RHSTV, this is Scott Davis. I hope this was helpful, and keep watching our training videos, and hopefully you'll get better editing videos.